I like it when players have really strong opinions about things because like who
Yeah,
uses
I
these
like
cards
it. I like it when players are like determined to prove
that
that
some shit
this
is
class sucks.
right. And Blood Titan kind of like it's kind of a good candidate for rework if we think about it. It's easy to get, and maybe it's got some interesting things maybe like the kit is worth trying out. Because
I'd call it a little interesting.
I remember it being something like Berserker, where you want to modulate your health.
So here's the thing. Last I checked, that was bugged.
Oh, nice. So we got one of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, so let's look at the stats. We always start with the stats. And I think this is one of those annoying classes where you actually have to use fighter enhancements. Is that the case? Okay, well we'll see. We'll read what the class does, and then we'll look at it because again I remember this being like having an element of something that was interesting, but everything else was so boring that it wasn't worth exploring. So and we should have numbers. So let's look at it.
So starting with the blood for blood, I'm ready to actually do stuff now. What's it called? The first skill is the blood for blood, and I'm pretty sure the damage value doesn't change based on your health. It's supposed to. It says it on the skill that it does, but it just doesn't.
Is it something that only works like it only doesn't work in PvP, or it works like?
No, as far as I'm aware, it just doesn't work. Period.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember something about it. But let's read what it is. So like, there is power in blood. Coming from a long line of titans, your blood is specially potent. You have mastered the ability of calling on the power running through your veins to bring devastation to your foes. And thanks for the follow, please. So interesting.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks for the not a mod thing. I'm hoping it's bottom tier 4.
Yeah, I hope it's garbage. I hope all classes that no one can get are kind of garbage.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't want a tier like a tier 0's meta thread on the.
Also, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. I have to grab something real quick. I will not be long.
Take care. I'm just gonna talk about like the passives and stuff once you come back.
You can just talk about the stuff. I won't be too long. All right, be right back.
So core stats. Again, tank melee. You definitely have good overall health. The mana regeneration type works the same as warlord. Same as barber. So, and let's look at the rank 10 passive. So these are always interesting. Once in a great while, you tap the full potential of your powerful blood and greatly increase your damage output, damage resistance, and haste for a short time. So once in a while you get God mode, but I wonder if the God mode is like evolved Leprechaun's God mode, where it's not, it doesn't last a long time. It's not fantastic. And I wonder what once in a great while means. Is it like 1 in 100? Like I know this triggers on auto attacks. So like if this is like 1 in 100, you can maybe see it in a match. Welcome back, Chris. Yeah, I'm talking about the rank 10, which is weird because it says once in a great while, you get God mode, but like. How much is once in a great while? Is it like 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 100?
Let me look at the wiki for it.
Sure.
It might say on the wiki. They tend to show off the stupid stuff sometimes. Let's see. Bloodline.
Sometimes the classes get released with like a breakdown, and on the design notes it says.
Yeah, it doesn't say on the wiki. Class breakdown design notes post. Let's see if it's here. Okay.
And let's check out the auto in the meantime. So it's pretty standard one. So it's just like the warrior auto. The only difference is that you don't have the passive that makes you deal more damage. It's a little weaker, but 10% weaker. It's not that bad. And,
so it does not say anywhere what the percentage is.
Right. So
as for the auto attack, I can pull up the comparison. I specifically went for auto attacks on comparisons. So Blood Titan on a non-crit does the same as Defender, Evolve Clawsuit, and Undead Slayer, which is not the best. It's close to the middle of the pack, but a little bit lower.
It's literally worse than no class.
It is worse than no class. It does do less than no class.
Okay, so Mage is right. This is garbage tier. It's literally worse than no class.
It also does less than no class on a crit auto, but it's basically middle of the pack on a crit auto. So autos are pretty normal.
So we got the passives and we got the auto. So like the auto, nothing special. The passives are nothing special. The rank 10 is weird. Like the fact that it hasn't, like it says once in a great while, which I think this usually means 1 in 1,000. So you can't see it really, like because this triggers on auto, you can't see it realistically. Like you'd have to play like 10 hero matches with this class to maybe see it once. So,
don't expect that to go off.
Yeah,
if it goes off, you probably just auto win.
Yeah, it says that it gives you increased damage output, damage resistance, and a haste. So so it sounds like God mode, but like how much damage output, how much damage resistance? If it's like 80%, then yeah, it's God mode. But like if it's like 20%,
I think it said that on the wiki. Let me see.
Sure. Because that's kind of hype to get it once and then never use the class again.
So it is double damage and haste, and you get damage resistance up by 80%.
Yeah, so yeah, it's God.
Yeah, it's kind of God mode.
So I'll tell you how you would use this class.
You get reverse frozen blooded.
Yeah, so what you do is you start recording, right? And you record every single one of your matches, right? This is how you get 100,000 views on YouTube. You record every single one of your matches. And then once you get it, you win once. And then you bank the class and you never use it again. That's how these rank 10 passives usually work on these middling tier classes. At least for like the PvE stuff. So for hero, again, that's essentially useless. This could say like do 1% more damage and it would be better. So just for reference, like these rank 10 skills are garbage. So these once in a great while God mode things are garbage. But all right, let's actually get them to the meat of things. Let's look at this. So the first one is Life Drinker. It says a short range that deals damage to one target. 12 mana on a 3-second cooldown. And again, we've established that the cooldown reduction on these classes is pretty bad. So it's 13.27%. And let's see the flavor text. It deals damage and saps some of your foe's life to you. Yeah, so this is not dependent on anything. It just deals some damage and gives you health back.
So they took it out.
So this was supposed to...
So, yeah, it was supposed to be like a blood for blood, and because it was bugged, they just took it out of the flavor text.
That's hilarious. Okay, so Life Drinker just basically gives you some health back. I'm gonna take some hits just to figure out how much health it gives you.
For reference, on the wiki, it still says it's based on the difference between your max and current HP. Nice. So I'm not just crazy. This was a recent change.
Yeah, and it gives you like 300. It's like 280, something like that every time that you use it. So yeah, not a lot. You know, when a class can auto you for 1k, you know, you have to hit 3 Life Drinkers to get that back. So not a fantastic.
Technically, this class has infinite sustain in a 1v1 if you get into like enemy restorers, because you can technically just constantly heal off of them.
Yeah, and it's 12 mana. That's cheap, but it's not like we've seen with Barber how like if your other skills are designed in a certain way, 12 mana can be...
Well, spoiler alert, this class doesn't have many mana issues, as you will see.
Okay, that's good. That's one area where the class won't be like terrible garbage. Yeah. At least you'll have some fun.
No, don't worry. You can dump all of your mana into this skill and be fine. Let's put it like that.
Great. That sets some alarms, but let's keep going. So Blood Fury, no mana. I can see why we don't have mana issues. So just 10-second cooldown. Let's check out the cost. It's a magical skill. Consume some of your own life essence to do moderate damage to your foe, as well as briefly increasing your damage and speed.
Moderate damage.
This isn't. So you do damage, and this doesn't always hit, right?
Yeah, this can miss. And just for reference, any skill that costs health, if it misses, you still lose the health for it.
Great. So it's not like other skills where like if you... Okay, nice. That's hilarious. So How much is some HP? So I have.
It is 10% max.
10% max. Okay. Yeah, it looks like 10%. So. In moderate damage, I did like a little bit more than auto damage, so that's not great.
Yeah,
So
it is 125% weapon damage.
Let's look at how the stats go up by, because this is supposed to increase your damage and speed. So
yeah,
so
the exact numbers are here as well, if you want to hear those.
Yeah, so it's 20%. So it's 15% boost and 20% haste, right?
It says 30% haste here.
It's 20.
It's
according
20.
to this, yeah, and it's 15% damage boost. According to
Alright,
the
well,
modifier.
wrong about that one, I guess.
Maybe.
Okay, well,
yeah. So 15 and 20. So that's okay. That's not bad.
yeah, it's not
10%
bad.
HP. That's like, if you think about like Evolved Pumpkin Lord does a 2.4k
Just like just like
guaranteed
2k.
for 10% of your health. So that's the standard that you have to. Like Pumpkin Lord is like middling tier 1. So like you gotta be.
Yeah.
If you want to compete, you gotta. That's your niche that you're filling. So.
Yeah.
Let's look at Crimson Shield. So a short range status skill that applies to one target. 12-second cooldown. By the way, the Blood Fury is on a 10-second cooldown, and it lasts. Is it stackable? Is it loopable?
Yes.
That's a trick question. It's not, because you'll die.
Well, yeah. But...
so yeah, it's loopable. Interesting. So Crimson Shield consumes a fifth of your life to greatly increase your damage resistance for 8 seconds. If you have a monster targeted, it will also force them to attack. Okay, so this doesn't work for PvP. So
yeah, the focus doesn't work. The shield does.
yeah, and let's check out the shield. So damage resistance or physical resistance? Yeah, damage resistance. 80%, which is I didn't know this was capped at 80%. That's interesting.
It says 70 here, which is interesting as well. It says 75% on the wiki, which is interesting, but it's different.
Yeah, it might be 70%. It might be 75% because like that base damage resistance is 10 because of the passive. So Crimson Shield takes it to the cap, which is 80, which I didn't know. I didn't know that had a cap.
It's probably good that has a cap.
Right. If it went into the negatives, enemies would heal you. So. But yeah, that's probably why. Interesting about the Crimson Shield. So it's not loopable, and it consumes a fifth of your life. So 20%. That's quite a bit. That's a lot.
Yeah, 20% of health is a lot.
Yeah, and this is interesting. Okay, so you get damage resistance, but you can't loop it, and you immediately deal 20% of your like. What's 20% of 8k?
A lot.
Yeah, let's do the math because I'm a monkey. So
8,000 times 0.20 is 1,600.
This is dealing 1,600 damage to yourself, and it's applying a shield. But the thing is, like,
I mean, the shield does a lot.
It is 80%, but like, you're dealing damage to yourself. So like, you're shielding yourself from damage that you're doing to yourself. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
So
design.
I mean. It kind of depends on. I mean, you also have to consider you have some sustain.
Right. So, like, if you have a healer or something, this is a tank, but it's only a tank. So interesting. Remember last time we were talking about how Event Horizon could be something that you have to continuously apply, and there's a window for your opponent to punish you. This kind of looks like that. So we can actually tell how it would feel using it. The only thing is that you have to hit a target because you have to apply the focus for it to work. Although I think this doesn't miss because it deals 0 damage. But I can't.
Yeah,
say
I don't think this can miss. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and you might be able to loop it with your other thing that takes away 10% of your health. So 2,400 to loop to not even loop Crimson Shield. So yeah, I can see what
it's very very poor.
This last skill is gonna have to be below me away in order to.
Wow. Let's just start reading it.
Yeah. Let's read it. So 16-second cooldown. It's called Blood Thief.
0 mana.
0 mana. Okay, so
So
another.
yeah,
Okay,
as I said,
okay.
you can dump all of your mana
Okay.
into the heal.
We're talking about S and D. So like Blood Fury and Crimson Shield. That's already 30% of your total health. So this doesn't cost mana. So this is gonna be some other chunk of that health. So let's read it.
Yeah.
This high damage attack consumes a third of your life. Okay, so 60%. Great. So you have to kill yourself by 16% to use three of your skills. Okay, so you already did half the work for your opponent, more than half. And let's see what it does. High damage attack consumes a third of your life and greatly increases your target's damage resistance and speed. Your target's it increases your target's haste. Is that what this is reading? Am I reading this correctly?
No. It applies the haste to yourself.
Resistance and speed. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Okay, consumes a third of your life and greatly. So this is worded.
This is worded really weird.
Yeah.
The wiki says something that like the wiki breakdown is a little different.
Okay.
So let me just read the wiki breakdown. So 30% max health, pretty bad. The damage is high. Applies Blood Thief to enemy target, increasing their damage taken by 15% for 10 seconds. And it applies Blood Thief to the caster, increasing your outgoing damage by 20% for 10 seconds. So it's yeah.
So there's a couple of things like inherently worked with this class. So like immediately, like you're reaching the damage resistant cap with one of your skills, and then you have another one that also gives you damage resistance. So,
no, it doesn't give you damage resistance. It increases your damage and lowers your enemy's damage resistance.
Oh, I see.
According to this, at least. Wait, does it?
And greatly reduces. Yeah. Greatly reduces your target's damage resistance.
No, you got 30% damage. The wiki sucks.
yeah. No, so I think I get this now. So like, it deals damage and it applies 2 debuffs to your opponents. Well, it applies 1 debuff that does 2 things. It lowers the target's haste and it lowers the target's damage resistance. So you deal more damage to the target, and that damage is probably like the 15%, and that's probably the same thing for the haste. And it also increases your damage resistance and damage output. So like it does several things. It gives you 30% damage resistance and also gives you 20% damage boost to yourself, and then apply something similar but different to your opponent. So
I'm guessing it's just the inverse to the opponent. Hang on, what's it called? See if the witch starts attacking faster once you apply it. I'm kind of curious.
No,
like, does it actually increase your haste?
No, it says it greatly reduces your target's damage resistance and speed. So it reduces the witch's haste.
Oh, it makes them slower. Okay.
Yeah. So it's probably. So again, if one number is 30, so like if the damage, if you're doing 30% more damage to the witch, you're probably also doing 30% more, 30% less haste. Which.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about like the standards for things costing health. Again, we talked about pumpkin, exploding pumpkin. That's like the biggest thing. 10% of your health gives you 2.4k damage, guaranteed. 30% of your health, according to that standard, should be one-shotting. And Blood Thief is not one-shotting.
Yeah,
it's not even critting all the time. It's not even. It's missing some of the time.
You know what's really funny? You want to know how much damage this does on its own?
How much?
If I have these numbers written down right, it is the same damage as Barber's nuke.
Nice. 30% of your health.
For 30% of your health, you're doing what Barber does for 40 mana on a 5-second cooldown.
Yeah, like this is giving me flashbacks of Card Clasher and Raise the Stakes. How like again, this could miss, right? Blood Thief can miss. So 30% of your health gone, and you applied no buff.
It sucks.
Yeah, and by the way, the thing about the fighter, there's no reason to use fighter on them. For sure. Like in fact, it's even worse because you have more health, you're doing more damage to yourself.
Yeah.
And no reason to use fighter on this. This is actually a lot less fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
this is really bad in a really boring way.
Here's the thing. You know, I'm actually really curious. What does this class look like in a 2v2? Like what does the Blood Titan Paladin 2v2 combo look like? Like, is the damage worth it if you have someone healing you up constantly?
But the class does no damage. Like, it doesn't even do damage. It's like worse than Dragonlord. So why would you
Yeah,
do
it
it?
actually probably still doesn't do damage, so it probably just sucks. We could probably we might be able to put this in garbage tier.
I mean, this is better than Card Clash.
You think it's better than Card Clash here?
No, no, not really. Because use the stats alone make it like no. You can't use your skills.
I think it might be comparable to Doom Knight.
It's no. This Doom Knight's probably better.
Yeah, Doom Knight might be better. I'm very okay. What do you think wins between this and Rust Bucket?
The fact that I'm having trouble,
Yeah,
I think Rust Bucket takes it.
just
I
put
think
it
it
in
does
garbage
because like
tier.
just the fact that your skills don't kill you is enough. Like this class has like we've established like there's no sustain. The heal is like 200. It's like 250 to 300. It has no sustain. The skills literally kill you. Again, one of like these skills are equivalent to getting like a mini nuke. They're equivalent to like giving your opponent a free crosscut crit, like especially Blood Thief and Crimson Shield. Again, these skills.
If you use all of your skills, you basically decisive strike yourself.
Right, and the classes that I don't think this is a class that can kill itself, right?
That can what?
That can kill itself.
I don't. It might be able to.
No, it can't suicide. That's good. Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So yeah, this like nice respect. Like
yeah. This goes into the garbage.
I don't even
tier.
like again. I don't see it.
I don't even want to watch a 1v1
Can this be
with
no
this.
class?
It could surely. It has 80% damage resistance. Surely it doesn't surely it can just pop the shield and then just win by spamming like the heal and the autos.
But that's like sure it has a heal, but you're spending 30%, like 20% of your health to get it. So like you're doing 1600 damage to yourself.
No,
So how
because
much
what's
damage
the first skill doesn't cost health, does it?
No, the first one doesn't. But
Yeah, so I feel like
200 from it.
theoretically, you could just like use the shield and then just start spamming the first skill and autos, and then maybe then you could beat no class.
Maybe then.
Please just put it in garbage tier.
Okay, let's consume some of your life to do moderate damage. So like it does some damage.
Yeah.
But no, like it's comparable to no class. And the thing is, no class can spam its skill. Right?
Yeah.
No class doesn't have to worry about like not dying from its own skills.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's like
really
90% of it. It's like the reason why I maybe put no class on top of Undead Goat is because like just having one skill that does 100%, near 100% of your auto is enough.
Why do your auto crits do like 200 more damage?
Like the crits are better.
This is so depressing. You're doing so much more damage.
Are we saying that like is this literally worse than no class?
It might be. It has 5 skills and it's somehow worse than. That's impressive.
Like, oh, come on! Like at least just spamming the first skill should be better.
Yeah. I think
Titan.
put it right above Go Class,
Okay,
right
so-
next to Clawsuit.
So here, in what scenario does Blood Titan win against no class?
This is the worst.
I'm racking my head. Like, so I'm thinking like, okay. How do
Okay,
you beat no class?
my thought process is you use the shield and then you spam the heal and autos and you just fight it, because surely like the heal and the shield will make up for the fact that no class is doing more damage than you.
So the shield takes, but the thing is like level 100 enhancements. No class deals like 1.3, 1.1 Ks. So
Yeah, but
the shield
it's
is doing
getting reduced by
1600.
80%. Yeah, it's getting reduced by 80% though. So like, hang on, what's
You still can't.
auto crits? We're doing like 1500 ish. So what's 80% of 1500? Wait, no, what's 20%? Because that's what you're gonna be doing. So you're doing like 300 damage crits at that point.
So let's calc the sustain of this class. So let's be it's around 275 per life drinker.
Yeah, something around there.
Every 3 seconds. So that's okay. It's 3 seconds minus the garbage.
So
haste.
the thing is, that is around as much damage as Snow Class would be doing on a crit through the shield.
Right. And then the shield lasts 5 seconds, and
yeah, it only lasts 5 seconds.
It only lasts 5. You can't stack it.
I kind of want to put no class above it.
No, for 8 seconds. For 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
okay.
Yeah. It's the thing that's 5 seconds is the focus.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so let's do something. Let's go to Doomerang. And let's test it out. Like, just don't. I'll say when we attack, so that so like we give it a fair matchup, because we're gonna try different things to see if we can beat no class.
Do you want me to get no class?
We can do it. We can do it both ways. What I'm thinking is, like, okay, the last skill is, it's a lot of it consumes a third of your life, but it does do really good things. So it's probably the best skill, like, comparatively speaking, it's probably like the best skill other than Life Drinker, because it doesn't kill you. So, like, let's try this. Just hit 5 Blood Thief and then spam 1.
Okay.
And then do not use the other, just to see if that alone is enough to beat an class.
Yeah.
And use an 18k amulet.
Okay. Are you using Blood Titan then, or am I doing it?
I
don't have the max amulet. I'll tell you that right now. I do not have the 15k amulet.
Okay, so we gotta do it with 5k, because both of us have to. So you have the 5.5, right?
Yeah, I have 5.5.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll be the Knuckles, because I can't mess up.
Okay, so you just don't want to mess up for the stream.
Right.
Okay, so I'll go. So use 5 and then only spam autos and the heal, or just autos.
Just the autos and the heal, just to see if, like, in a straight up fight you can beat a class just with the 5.
Okay. Sounds good.
I go to Doom Arena 4-3-11.
And make sure you do Doom Arena B 4-3-11.
You got me.
I still got you to mess up at least a little bit on stream.
Yeah.
This is gonna be intense. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually curious who's gonna win this.
So let's go back. Let's go all the way to the other side, and then let's give it a fair shot. Like,
okay, so no sliding or anything.
No. And at 3, we'll auto dash, and then we'll just spam.
Okay.
So
okay.
1.
So we're gonna auto dash to each other, and then whatever happens.
Yeah. So
okay.
1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay, there we go.
Okay. No, Blood Titan's taking it. I think Blood Thief is good enough.
Yeah, Blood Thief is good enough.
Yeah. No, this is fine.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's not worse.
It's not.
It's not.
Thank God.
Yeah. This
is really bad.
Yeah. No, this is
okay.
This is interesting. So, like, like Blood Thief on its own and Life Drinker, that sustain is okay enough for beating no class. But
you can beat no class. Do you want to equip Rust Bucket real quick?
Do you think it can beat Rust Bucket?
That is a question.
I honestly don't think so, because Rust Bucket has a shield.
Yeah. I think you have Frodo.
Yeah. I have Enforcer now as well.
Okay.
Remember? Join Blood Rut. No, Doom Arena.
Doom Arena B 4-3-11. Do I use all of my skills now, or just the 2?
You can use the, like, I'm going to use all my skills. So I'm going to start with the shield, then I'm going to hit you with the plasma bolt, and then I'll spam jackhammer.
Okay. So what should I do then? Should I use my shield and just, like, go crazy, or should I just, like, only use 5 and 2?
I think the strongest thing you got is 5 and 2.
I'm gonna try everything and let's see what happens.
Sure.
All right, on 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You're not doing much damage to me right now.
I'm not
doing much damage to you either.
It's like it's
okay.
The event horizon is better than it seems. It's like a shield, and
It feels good when you're not doing much damage.
Is it worth using, like, because you gotta think about, like, in fringe scenarios, like, is this worth using, like, because you can count damage boost, damage resistance, but like, I can't think of like any value in it. Like, if you have to kill yourself for it and then you deal no damage either, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, this is not a good class.
So really, I think we can, like, do you want to watch a match?
No, not.
I'll look for one just to do like due diligence.
I think I would have had more fun in a no class mirror.
Yeah. Okay. No, we tried. Okay, we tried to get Blood Titan matches, but like this is just awful. Blood Titan versus Card Clasher.
Oh, that sounds like a good matchup.
Yeah.
That's the matchup we should have done in 2016. Oh.
But let's go to. I think we can now say things about Blood Titan. This was a funny one. Here we go. Here's the tier list, and let's put not a mod here on don't know don't have again. And
yeah.
Blood Titan. I think it's right.
Hang on. Let's see what Antoine thinks about it. I'm asking above or below Rust Bucket.
Blood
Depends.
Titan.
That's such a depressing answer.
And the thing is, Goat is definitely better than.
I think so.
And yeah, and I think Clawsuit is also better. So like, I think it's right next to No Class. It's worse than Goat, and I think Clawsuit. Again, the skills do damage. So that's enough. That's the standard that we're at.
Yeah.
Just the fact that like a long range attack that deals damage. That's probably enough.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There we go. We have the full tier list. Now we just need Tonio to place not a mod for us.